and waited for her to change. 10 minutes later, I was finally out in the chilly night air. I closed my eyes and stayed like that for a minute, in the middle of the sidewalk. It was oddly peaceful tonight. The full moon was high in the sky, its majestic glow turning the streetlights obsolete. It was a miracle we had them in this part of town. When the night chill crept under my old, battered hoodie and made me shiver, I rubbed my arms to warm them and hopped on my bike. Home was a 10-minute bike ride away. I couldn't wait to take a hot shower and catch 4 hours of sleep before I had to be at the diner again. The shrill sound of my alarm made me jump and throw my phone on the floor. When it didn't stop, I groaned and pulled myself out of the bed to look at the stupid thing. 6 a.m. Shit. Fuck. I went into the bathroom and came out 15 minutes later, fully dressed. Yesterday's clothes would have to do. And I didn't care my faded blue hair was in dire need of a wash. The blonde roots were showing. I'd have to take care of that before the first day of school. Yawning, I stumbled down the stairs and into the kitchen. My father was drinking his coffee, which he liked black as his soul, feet perched on the kitchen table as he browsed on his tablet. "Morning," I said, stifling another yawn. Dad ignored me. I rolled my eyes and stepped next to my mother, who was just breaking eggs for an omelet. "How did you sleep, sweetheart?" Good. I cut the fresh white bread and put 2 slices into the toaster. I'm just going to eat real quick and head to the diner. Make sure everything is all right. "Oh, don't worry about that, sweetie. You don't have to go today." I cocked an eyebrow. I don't? Well, that was a first. I'd worked at Lena's all summer. No breaks. Not even a weekend. My mom turned to me, her beautiful blue eyes smiling as her face glowed. In her 40s, and she was still a beauty. Sure, her skin was a bit saggy here and there, and there were deep wrinkles around her eyes and lips. But her long blonde hair was as shiny as ever, and her eyes spoke of a much younger soul. If she'd only had the time and education to take care of herself, poor thing. But she would have had to leave my dad first. She put the pan on the stove, wiped her hands on an old kitchen towel, and reached out to tuck a strand of hair behind my ear. "It's your birthday, sweetie. Maybe you want to go out. Celebrate with your friends." I blinked. It was my birthday. God, my life was so fucked up that I'd completely forgotten about my own birthday. Wake up at 5 or 6 in the morning, work, scrub toilets, back home at 2 a.m., sleep, repeat. "My darling Mila is 18, Mom whispered. "Tell you what, I'll give you some money so you can dye your hair back, okay?" I pulled away. "Mom, no. My hair is blue. It stays blue." I heard my dad huff behind us. "You're not giving her any money, woman." "But Stepan, it's her birthday," she said in a small voice that had no fight in it. "So what?" He looked up from his tablet, bushy eyebrows furrowed, pure hate flickering in his brown eyes. "Oh, joy. It's the day she came along, ruined our lives and emptied our pockets. Hooray. Let's fucking celebrate." His voice became highly accented. "Dolna kushka," he mumbled. I bit the inside of my cheek. My mom made herself small and turned back to the stove, motioning for me to pass her the salt. I dragged in a deep breath and complied. When my father was angry, he started cursing in Bulgarian. Right now, either me or my mom was a fucking bitch. I curled my fingers around the knife handle, grabbed a tomato, and imagined it was his head as I stabbed it in the middle. The blade hit the wooden board underneath so hard that seedy tomato guts spilled all over the table, and a bit on the floor. The chair behind me creaked, and I knew my dad was just straightening his back, getting ready to yell at me. Call me Kurva this time, probably. I squeezed the knife harder. "Dear, why don't..."